Hey everyone, how you doing? Welcome back to The Buzz. So happy to be here today and to be here with my friends. And we've got a really nice treat for you. I've got with me, Billy, if you can bring them in, Megan. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you. And you brought your friend Ani here?
Hi, everybody.
Ania.
Ania, nice to meet you.
Sorry about that. Why don't you go ahead and let everyone at home know who you guys are and the company that you're representing.
My name is Megan. I'm an integrated health coach and a health food chef.
My name is Ania, and I'm an author. I am a CEO and founder of EndoPositive International.
And we're going to be sharing today some canned goods. We're going to be putting some stuff together for some quick on-the-goes, and also with some very, very healthy ingredients, and talking about what those, how those can benefit you, and all about EndoPositive and what is all about, and what it represents, and how you guys are just helping so many women out there. Thank you so much for everything that you're doing. Let's get started with this. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about these jars here. What is it?
So basically these are jars, and the reason why we chose jars is because we wanted to make these meals really convenient and on the go. So anybody that has a really busy lifestyle, we constantly hear about people complaining they just don't have enough time. So you can prep all of this within about an hour, and you'll have all your meals done for the week, for work, for lunchtime or extra meals. We're going to do 5 jars, but you can actually do more. The more you cook, the more meals you have. There'll also be extra ingredients left over that you can use for dinners and extra meals throughout your week. So it makes things very, very easy.
Yeah, the whole concept of it is because when you are getting diagnosed with some health condition and you are about to making all the revolution in your life and change, you are hitting the moment and you are saying to yourself, where do I start from? You know, how do I do it? How do I go about it? So Megan is an expert on that one. I found her on Instagram. Her beautiful pictures drew my attention.
Yes, right.
I was like, oh my goodness, I really need to reach out to her because she's a great provider for the endo girls, because we're focusing on women that suffer from pain. And her food is delicious, as you are about to find out.
And beautiful. Now, well, we're going to go ahead and start layering these in the jars. Why don't you mentioned Endo Girls? Why don't you let everyone at home know who it is that you're talking about when you say Endo Girls?
Endo girls, we call women who suffer from endometriosis. However, this is our focus. We don't really focus only on endometriosis. We focus on any disease that gives you such symptoms like chronic pain, for example. And because most of those are the diseases that have the immune base, so your immune system is very weak, hence the symptoms. We are focusing on strengthening the immune system through your food, because you are what you eat and you are what you think.
Yes, yes. And you want to make sure that you're eating colorful, right?
Yes.
And as you can see here, this is very, very colorful. And
Yes.
I'm excited to see what we can put together here. So the first layer is going to be...
So you're just going to follow that jar over there. The first layer is the cashew dressing. This
Tell
is
a little about
a cilantro lime cashew dressing. It's made from cashews instead of dairy, so it's going to be vegan and gluten-free. I make a huge jar, like you can see how she has right here, and this jar lasts me longer than a week. I can use it not only in these jars, but on salads and any other dishes I want to prepare. I can take dressings with me, but it's excellent to have in your fridge and very easy to make. Basically, you just blend soaked cashews in a blender with lime and seasonings and cilantro. You can do many ways. There's many ways of making different types of dressings. This particular recipe will be on my blog tonight. So
This is so good.
did you try it?
So good, yes. So good. Okay, so we've got the dressing in there. Now, when these are done, you're just going to pour them in a bowl when you're ready to eat it?
Yep, or you can shake it up and eat it.
Eat it out of
Depends
there.
on whatever your situation is. If you're on the
Easy.
go or whatever,
Yeah.
it's very easy, yes.
It's very important. It's a glass jar. It's
Okay.
not a plastic box. because when we are trying to switch our life to the healthy lifestyle, we really need to implement everything.
Okay.
We don't want to put organic healthy food in a toxic plastic container.
Yes.
Okay, so remember that, everyone. The containers that are plastic are toxic. Pretty
Absolutely.
much. Yeah, so we want to stick with glass. So now, I remember, the baby bottles being glass. Well, I don't remember, but I think I was a baby when they were glass. So it's not such a bad idea. Okay, what's going next in our jar?
Okay, so
here?
next we're going to do quinoa.
Quinoa.
Quinoa is really, really awesome alternative to other grains. It's actually a seed. And the best way to prep quinoa is to rinse it really good, and that will remove any bitter taste. Sometimes when people eat quinoa, they get like a bitter taste. So if you rinse it really good, it'll remove that. And you want to cook it like rice. It's 1-to-2 ratio, so 2 cups water, 1 cup quinoa, and you'll boil it. And then once it's boiling, you'll put it down to a simmer until all the water is absorbed, just like rice. So very
Easy.
simple. Yep.
Very
Easy.
easy.
Okay, so we'll put some of this, and okay, let's start this. Oops, in my.
Okay, so as she's putting in the quinoa, I'm going to go over bean preparation. A lot of people will stay away from beans because they have a hard time digesting beans.
They're good for your heart.
She's right, yes. So what I did to make these beans digestible was soak them for about 8 hours. This breaks down the shell of the bean, which causes the digestive problems. There's what they call phytic acid, which is actually an anti-nutrient. It isn't good for your digestion and health. So pre-soaking beans is really important. I put a little bit of apple cider vinegar in there when I soak them to help break down the shell. And then when I boil them, I wait to the end to salt, because if you salt them in the beginning, it also keeps the shell from breaking down. Another thing I will add to the boiling water is kombu. And kombu is in this little jar. Yeah, I can take out one of those. It's a dried sea kelp. And what it does is it breaks down proteins and actually enhances flavor.
You just throw that right in there?
You put a few of those in there, and I'll boil it with that. And you'll have amazing digestible beans.
It maybe sounds a little bit complicated for somebody who is just trying to make all these changes and apply it, but it really is not. You can learn to eat this way as quickly as you learn how to eat hamburger and fries.
Right.
It's really a matter of a habit. You make a good habit and you repeat it every day, and it's becoming really very doable, very easy, and actually very pleasant and healthy, of course.
Yeah, if it tastes good, you're going to continue eating.
And I cook a giant pot one time, lasts me a really long time. And also I forgot to mention, when you're boiling the beans, there's a foam that's going to come up. That's the phytic acid, and he has a picture of it right there. You want to scoop that off. That's what's going to give you discomfort and digestive problems. So
Gas.
just wanted to note that. So that's how you degas your beans, is what we call them.
These are black beans?
Black beans, yep.
Yeah.
And then our next layer is corn. This is a organic, non-GMO corn that I got frozen from the health food store. Preferably fresh would be better. So if you can get fresh corn, you can slice off the corn and put it in a skillet, or put it in a little bit of boiling water for a few minutes, same way. But very good for your health. Make sure it's non-GMO and organic when you do purchase corn. Corn is one of the highest genetically modified foods out there that we need to be careful of consuming.
Is that what GMO is?
Genetically
GMO?
modified, yeah. They will genetically modify foods in order to resist a chemical like weed killer, chemical pesticide.
Oh, wow.
And so it doesn't harm the plant, but it's actually harming all the insects and harming our health. So
Yeah, if it's going to kill a bug.
Any food that is manufactured is no longer a food. You know, it all takes time. When somebody has a garden in their house or a pot, they understand that tomato doesn't become tomato over a week or even over 2 weeks. That's why paying attention to these little details, it's extremely important, because what do you really want to eat? Food, or you want to eat a thing that's
Right.
called food, right? So
Oh,
be very
scary.
cautious of those little details.
Scary.
Okay, so these beautiful tomatoes right here are from the farmer's market. Yesterday I went to Kaiser's farmer's market and they had such beautiful produce out there. There's farmer's markets almost every night of the week in Fresno. This is the best way to get the freshest food. A lot of times food has been shipped overseas to be packaged and come all the way back from California, shipped overseas and back to California
Wow.
to be sold in grocery stores. And so not only when you buy from directly from the farmers, you're avoiding all the emissions and everything that goes into that. And the longer your food has been away from being picked, it loses a lot of nutrients. So this is going to be the most nutritious food. You're also supporting local farmers, which is incredibly
Very
important for.
And the package is really not the most important thing. The nutrients that are inside, can be straight from the garden. Maybe they aren't going to be all very beautiful and all the same size, but I don't remember looking at my grandfather's garden or, fruit trees that all the apples were never the same size.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Just like with people, it doesn't matter what's on the outside. It's what's on the inside
You're
that
so
really
right.
counts.
Okay, how are we doing there? Okay, cool.
Good, good.
Cilantro, this is also from the farmer's market. Smells so good. Cilantro has many, many immune-boosting benefits and health benefits. I love cilantro. Great addition.
Anti-inflammatory.
If you have pain, inflammation,
Definitely cilantro.
definitely something good to put in your diet.
Avocado and cilantro go very well together.
I love both of those things.
That's starting to look delicious.
I know. But I want to add, it's really extremely important how the food that you are eating look like, because your digestion starts with your eyes. And I always try, even though I'm a very busy woman, try to prepare your food so that looks really attractive to you. Whether it's going to be little sandwich, like we had the other day, it has to be really cute. So having somebody, especially who is making transition, who has been very heavy meat eater or bread eater, and all of a sudden they look at a glass full of grass, then it needs to be really attractive.
Right, and this is very attractive.
So we're going to end this with 3 more ingredients. We're going to do sunflower seeds, anti-inflammatory cabbage, and mangoes to top it off.
My favorite part. My favorite part. Now, real quick before we go, we're going to put these together. And Ania, if you can let everyone know about your book.
I just published my book, Alone in the Crowd, Living Well with Endometriosis. It's a book on how to thrive when you have been diagnosed with very painful disease. The goal of EndoPositive International is to educate and inspire women. Maegan is one of the contributors for EndoPositive International, and she developed the programs that are going to be helping women making the transition. She's excellent at this. She's handpicked by me. So I'm very, very happy. And also EndoPositive is giving you practical tools and tips on how not to go crazy. Because it's not only food, it's supplements. We are launching new supplements for women as well that is going to be anti-inflammatory and preventing from pain. It's in liquid form, so it absorbs very quickly. We will reveal the name shortly.
Great.
Awesome, awesome. We're going to be giving one of your books away.
Oh, that's right. You can get the book here locally if you sign up to endopositive.org. But first 10 people that are going to sign up as well to anialive.com, first 10 people are going to get a free ebook version of that book.
And then the first caller to give us a call will get this
Print
book here,
version.
the print version
Yeah.
here. So give us a call at 579-1090 to get this book here and learn all about these wonderful benefits that are going on here. And if you look at my beautiful lunch here, I can't wait.
Awesome.
We'll be right back with Chuck.